Hello there and welcome to this week's episode of Match of the Week. This is another game where I am the referee in this one, supported by two neutral assistants. The game itself is from the Under-19s National Youth Alliance League, and it sees Marine take on Rochdale. Hello there, you join us at the Marine Travel Arena on the 26th of January 2022. Referee on this one is myself. I won't give away the score just yet. We'll have to watch this one back together before I reveal who won this one. A couple of incidents that I remember from this game. There were 2 yellow cards, one for each team. There was a penalty, which there wasn't really any there wasn't too many protests that it was the wrong decision, but we'll have a look at that one again. And there was, for me, a moment where I had to my assistant referee flagged for offside, but I waved him down, so we'll have a look at that one as well. And we'll see what I did. Was it right? Was it wrong? What could we have done better? There we go. Marine Travel Arena for Marine Academy against Rochdale, also their academy team. Marine are in blue and Rochdale are in maroon. Here we go. And if you look at my profile there, you can see exactly how many Christmas dinners I ate over December. It was many. And an easy goal kick to give right at the start there. Now, embarrassingly, I've noticed already, if you look at my backside there, I've got the label sticking out of my shorts. And I think my assistant referees should have said, ooh, and just had a look at your backside there, your label sticking out, just pop that back in. Look professional. Bit of a scrappy start to the game, this one, as I recall. Oh, and I remember as well, just because of how the Marine Travel Arena is, in terms of it's enclosed on 3 of the 4 sides by houses, very, very tightly on top, we ended up losing about 6 or 7 balls through the game. Fortunately, there was loads on the sideline. They kept having to be fed on again and again. I don't know if you saw me do it there. I don't know if it's worth pausing for this little tiny thing, but I do like to give a lot of thumbs up to my assistants when I'm working with neutral assistants, especially early on in the game. Lots of eye contact. I want to make them, a mental note. If they give a nice strong flag, I'll signal, but I'll also give the thumbs up there as well. As the assistant getting involved with a little bit of ball boy duties there. Needless to say, no one was being observed on this game, otherwise that wouldn't have happened. And you'll notice as well, I will pause it on this one, if you looked there, the assistant referee ran back on the grass, on the pitch. If you've ever run the line as an assistant referee at the Marine Travel Arena, you will know that running along the path that you're supposed to run as an assistant referee, that area is like concrete because it's been pounded and pounded and pounded by countless assistant referees. And then they would put like sand on top of it, and then that would get trodden in. So it's compressed the surface down into a concrete, a solid substance there. So I've got absolutely no problem with the assistant referees running up and down off the pitch. And as the camera pans around as well, you'll see you've barely got 1.5 meters between the touchline and a solid wall behind you, especially on this camera side. And I think that was the first ball to have gone. And now another cool little feature about the Marine Travel Arena is if you look along just above, get my mouse on here so you can have a look here, here, all along this, you've got numbers. They're actually the house numbers, so that when a ball goes over, someone makes a note of where it dropped, what number it dropped at. They go along the street and they just ask for the ball back, basically, like a school kid. There's a nice early ask for a fresh ball. Fresh balls, please! Just like Wimbledon. A throw-ins of Rochdale on the far side, whipped in. And a chance to counter-attack for Marine here. That one right under the assistant's nose. He's not worried. He didn't want to give a free kick there. That's not a problem. It's well within his spreadable area in which to give a foul or not. And that's Route 1 football, that is. So there we go. It's 1-0 to Rochdale. Walking backwards, back to my my spot there, keeping an eye on everything, making sure there's no kickoffs. There wasn't. The only kickoff is the one I'm about to blow for. So let's watch this one back again. This was the incident where the assistant referee flags for offside, but I'm not having it. Wave it down. So let's scrub back, and I will talk you through what the reasons behind me doing what I did, rightly or wrongly. Let's have a look, and then I'm sure you'll comment what you think is the right thing to have done. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me. We'll see. So Rochdale playing out from the back. Number 6 is going to pick it up just inside the centre circle here. He's going to play it forward there. Now, I'm stood right next to him when he plays it. That's fine. I can't tell whether the person that he's aiming for here, I mean, to freeze it here, he looks like he's not offside. But that isn't the reason I was waving the assistant down. I waved him down because the ball for me never reached him. He never became directly active from this pass. So the offside was never fulfilled. The criteria for offside was never fulfilled. So the flag goes up there. And as you can see, there's about 3 to 4 meters between the defender here getting the header and the attacker. Well, if the defender hadn't been there, he would have received the ball. I would have flagged for offside. So I've seen the flag, and I start waving down at this point. Down. I'm saying, get the flag down. Get the friggin' flag down. Now, whether the assistant has not seen me waving him down or he thinks I'm just waving at him, I don't know. We didn't really talk about this one. But then play continues. Now, if he had seen me waving him down, I would expect him to run along the line for any potential offsides or fouls happening in this area where the ball is. Now, by staying where he is, at this point, he's 20, 25 meters away from where play is now. And furthermore, the benches are now shouting at me, assuming that I haven't seen the flag. So the play fizzles out to nothing. It's just a goal kick in the end, which I award here. And I think I'm explaining to the players here as well. Look, he was nowhere near the ball. I could not give offside for that. For me, the assistant was wrong to give the offside. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with the assistant? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be all precious about, oh, I was right, he was wrong. All the way around, it doesn't matter. Whatever you think, let me know. And also, I acknowledge him. I give him a big thumbs up, say thanks very much. But thanks, but no. And then and that's the Rochdale coach, manager there, who was very happy with my choice to not award the offside. If only both benches, if they were both praising even when it went against them. Never the case, though. So we got Rochdale breaking out down their own from their own left back position here. One little nibble at him there, and the Marine number 8 is making sure that he's not going any further. He couldn't be bothered defending, so he decided just to kick him out of the game, and a yellow card from me for doing so. So let's scrub that back. You'll often find these sorts of tackles happen right in front of the dugouts. And usually when you've got someone that's pacey, someone that's running into a lot of open space, and someone who is potentially on their way to start a promising attack. So let's have a little look. So he's already ridden one tackle. Fine, good. So I'm quite happy to keep going. And so is the assistant, otherwise he'd be flagging like a madman. But here we go. Here comes... There's a second one there. There's a second little nibble because he's running. Look at these three. They're behind the ball, like behind play. They're playing catch-up, so that's 3 blue players that are out of position here. So as the referee, I'm thinking, right, they've already tried to take him down twice. If the first one had got him, I'm saying it would have been just a free kick. If that second one had got him, that's a yellow as well, because it's right in front of the dugouts. They're going to be screaming at me. And the direction of play and what's happening there, I think a yellow is good game management there as well. And then we get the actual foul for the free kick there. Free kick and yellow. I think that's absolutely nailed on. I don't think there's any argument for anything more severe than a yellow card. And also for game management, I don't think I could get away with anything less than a yellow card there as well. Especially as, if we look at this snapshot here, if he'd carried on his run a little bit further forward, he had the potential to put in a deep cross all the way over to the other side. And if we go on the this fella that's running into the space there, how much space he's got. So that's for me. That's what I gave, and I think, not to toot my own horn or anything, the decision is spot on. Now, carding technique. Some people aren't going to like this, but what I do is, because of the nature of it, obviously, people on the sideline in the dugouts, he's quite isolated in himself, so potentially he's just being kicked. He's probably expecting to see a yellow card very quickly. So to de-escalate any sort of retaliation there, the card is out and in my hand like so quick. Obviously, the correct cautioning technique is not to do this, so I don't advocate any referee to do this. But like, I use the Ref6 app, and I've got team sheets on this game. So it's literally a case of swiping on my watch, tapping yellow card, and then tapping the player number, which in this case was number 8, and I've recorded the booking. So I don't have to isolate the player. For me, I don't have to isolate the player. It's a run-of-the-mill yellow. don't have to confirm anything because I've refereed Marine a few times. I know number 8 is a lad called Sonny. So for me, just a quick flash of the yellow card to de-escalate, or not even to de-escalate, just to stop a reaction is the reason I've cautioned like this. But have a look at the caution technique and tell me why I'm wrong and what I should do better next time. That's yeah, watching that back, that's like a Mike Dean style yellow card, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, Sonny knows, everyone knows who's getting booked here, but that is not a good cautioning technique, not at all. But in terms of match control, it's done its job. There's no escalation from it. Everyone just gets set up ready for the next play. Oh, what a scrappy goal that was. I mean, they all count in the end, but if you're the defending team there, you got to be fuming with that. Let's have a little look again at the from the corner delivery.
Jake, this is yours.
Little header there, cleared off the line. Poor clearance from the defender, headed back in, touch, turn. You'd expect the keeper just to gather that one up fairly easily. So, don't know if you saw me there. Again, the Ref 6 app is really good. If you've got a smartwatch, I would recommend giving it a go, see if it works for you. But it's literally a case of swipe, tap, and you've recorded the goal. There's no going into your pocket, grabbing a notebook out. There's no pulling out a card and scribbling on it or nothing like that. So in order to record match data, swipe, I'm literally taking my eye off proceedings for a second or 2 seconds rather than...
Two-touch.
There you go, the instruction from the Rochdale bench there. 2-touch football, play your way out of trouble. Oh, here we go. So that's the second yellow of the game, making it 1 apiece. Again, the location of this one it wasn't a factor of why I gave the yellow card there. It's one of those ones where a heavy touch leads into a kind of lunging kind of foul. In this instance, it was the Rochdale player whose heavy touch took it away from him. And then that second touch, well, he's followed through onto the Marine player. Let's watch it again. He's not really helped out by a bad pass to him from his teammate here. So a heavy touch, and for me, he left the ground with both feet. So at that point, and he knows exactly what he's done, because the first thing that he does upon conceding the foul is run away, because he knows that what he's done is a little bit naughty, not just a foul. And then off I trot like a proud rhinoceros. So I'm not a referee that kind of like everything must start and stop with the whistle, and if you don't hear the whistle, we're not stopping and start. And I'm like, play when you're ready, spot the ball, away you go. Especially in instances like these, it's a defensive free kick. There's no one from Rochdale standing on it. Go when you're ready, boys. So he plays. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of we're going. Oof. There you go. Should I have whistled? I'm quite happy that I didn't. And from the reaction of everyone, so is everyone else. I think use your whistle sparingly. Don't use it all the time. Anyway, no more highlights from the first half, so on to the second half. That number 7 there, he needs to get out the circle. What are you doing, mate? You can't do that, you know that. So everyone's in. Again, do a quick count of everyone. Thumbs up to the keepers, check my liners. Check my assistants, check my liners. Oh, wrong terminology there. Yep, sent to prison and banned for a month. And away we go. Oh, that's not a good start to the second half for Marine. A completely harmless, or what should have been a harmless free kick, just inside the half. Turns into this. Now you can hear in the audio the wind. Okay, it's picked up a little bit. But this... Oof. You'd expect better at this level, really. So this is a game with lots of defensive mistakes. I'd say I was caught out of position for this one a little bit. So here's a fun little moment coming up. Again, right on top of the dugout. Are you noticing a theme yet? I think I could have been a little bit closer to this when this happened. But I don't think it would have changed the outcome. I'm happy with the way I dealt with this one. Let's have a look. So what you can't see behind the dugout is the typical the defender that's just conceded the throw in is like putting himself between the attacker that's trying to get the ball. So Red's being a bit of an arse, blocking him off, and Blue's being a bit of an arse, trying to push him out the way to get the ball so he can start again.
Keep back down! Keep back down!
So now, what are you doing that for? I wasn't stopping the player. So I've blown my whistle. Check out the body language. Gentlemen, calm yourselves down. This is a game of football, for God's sake. Skipper, come here, mate. You know, tone of language is firm but friendly. Skipper, come here, mate. Let's have a little chat. Him, I was just trying to get the ball. Me, I wasn't born yesterday, mate. I know what you're trying to do. You know what you're trying to do. Everyone knew what he was trying to do. You got that skipper. You got that captain's armband on your arm there. Set a good example. Don't be doing that. I think it's a friendly warning that will not be tolerated.
Jamie, keep your discipline. Jay, you want to...
I'm pretty sure I said to him, that's an easy yellow card. If the match is different, think. Look, he wasn't even taking the throw in. So there was no rush. There was no rush for him to get the ball anyway. But where I am now, that should have been my positioning from earlier. I was a bit too central. So from that, Marine get a corner.
Get Max on the edge. Get on the edge.
Oof, another scrappy goal. But they all count. It doesn't matter how they go in the onion bag. so long as they do. I was ready for kickoff there. Me jogging straight back. So substitute happens, ask for the number. Lovely stuff, thanks very much. Corner can get taken now. Big thumbs up. There's the whistle to restart play. Oh, another poor clearance. See, that's a better goal. Still come from scrappy defending. But at least it was like a clean strike from more than a yard away. Nice little bit of interplay there. Played through for the striker. He's through on goal. The referee's given a penalty. Now, for me, there was absolutely zero doubt that that was a penalty. From the angle that I had, the striker had made his way in between the two defenders, and it was the defender who was behind the attacker has just gone in the back, put him down. There was no caution on this one, and thinking back, maybe there should have been. Okay, tricky one this, you know. So let's watch this. Let's break it down bit by bit. He split the defenders. The one that's goal side has got his back to him. Is all sorts of wrong there. The one that's behind him that concedes the penalty. Look at me, I'm so far away. I mean, when I give the pen, where am I? Not even in frame. I think I'm just about on the edge, blowing the whistle. What's that, 10 metres outside the penalty area? Ideally, I could have put a bit of a sprint in there, but to be honest, everyone kind of accepts the decision. Okay, the defender's not entirely happy. But in terms of what I saw, what I think I saw, it's a penalty. Do we have a shout for a card there as well? Probably should have been a yellow card as well. What do you think? Agree, disagree? Well, there's a couple of questions off this one. Penalty, yes or no? And then what further sanction is there on top of the penalty? No card, like what I gave, which I think is wrong. Yellow card, which is what I think I should have given. Or red card. Do you think there should have been a red card there? If so, why? I mean, there's no huge protestations from the Marine players. They've just kind of accepted it. Even the lad that's conceded the penalties just not going to be thrilled about it, but he did just kind of accept that it was a penalty. There was no... Clearly, I wasn't happy with where the ball was placed. So we make him do it again. I'm having a word with people that are just starting to creep in.
Hey, Paddy,
Goal.
Let's see it out now, eh? Come on.
I think the player there did just have a word with me. The whole it was never a penalty, but he's not bitching or moaning about it. He's just, that's how it should be in football, I think. If you're not happy, fine. No one's ever going to be happy all the time, but you can disagree with the ref without being abusive or insulting or offensive about it. That is possible, people. There we go, a pretty tame cross-come shot. And that was to be the last action of the game, I think. Final score was 5-3 to Marine. And I believe that was their first win of the season. It may be the 90th minute, or a little bit further, but you can still hear Chris Stammers has got a good set of lungs on him, even though it's that late in the game. That's the final whistle, all blown. All in all, it was a fair game. A yellow card apiece, just kept the lid on things, stopped it from escalating. The only talking points there, okay, the penalty. The question, should it have been a penalty at all? And then, should I have cautioned the defender for conceding the penalty as well? I think I've missed a book in there. And then overruling the assistant referee. I think that was another key match incident as far as being a referee goes. So those are the two big talking points for me. The rest of the game, okay, they were scrappy goals, but there was nothing contentious about them or anything like that. So overall, happy that I managed to get through this game. I wouldn't give myself an amazing mark. I wouldn't give myself a low mark. It's kind of just a bang average mark. There wasn't really anything extraordinary about the game for me to get those bonus points. So I'd have to just give myself a bang average mark for this one. And clearly, I mean, this is a few weeks ago now. This is about 3.5 weeks ago that I did this game. I'm still working off that Christmas weight. Maybe I say next Christmas I won't indulge as much, but it goes back to my bodybuilding days. Like, I could easily eat 6,000-7,000 calories a day because I was working it off. Over the Christmas period, I was eating 6,000-7,000 calories a day, but then just sat on my backside all day. So it's very, for me, the weight will just fly on. But fortunately, once I'm training again, it flies off as well. Not where I want to be physically, but I'm not a huge way off either. So there we go. That was this week's match of the week. A good game all in all. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope there's some good talking points for you to consider and drop some comments about. If you did enjoy this, like, comment, and share. And if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that. If you're not following the Facebook page, the referee forum, do that. And please do check out backstitch.com to get all your refereeing merch. It definitely helps out me and my wife, because it's her business. So support her and buy some t-shirts and stuff. Nice one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. The next episode, to give you a little bit of a preview, is a great one I found on YouTube. It's co-ed football, so it's men and women playing together on the same teams, but also against each other. Is it as chaotic as it sounds it would be? Well, there's only one way to find out. That's to watch the next episode of Match of the Week. But for now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you around.